Good day, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the second day of this year's virtual think tank event. My name is Natalie Harrison, and I'm the Global Fund Specialist responsible for distributing Momentum Global Investment Management's global solutions in South Africa. On today's agenda, we have 5 speakers from across the world covering various topics from China to ESG. Please remember that each speaker's presentation is hosted separately, so you need to bookmark or join each of the sessions you would like to watch, as they won't start automatically. Slide decks are available on each speaker's sessions and can be downloaded as a PDF. Please rate the sessions and ask questions during the presentations. Someone will be there to either answer your questions or will get back to you with an answer at a later stage. Please also visit our exhibition section, where we will find all the PDF presentations and some videos that you may find of interest. On the event feed, please like, rate, and comment on photos, videos, and polls. You're also welcome to create your own event posts should you wish to interact with other delegates from across the world. For SA and UK delegates, it is imperative that you remember to click on the Leave button after each session you have watched in order to qualify for CPD points. Otherwise, the time you watched won't be logged. Our first speaker is Jeanette Marais, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Momentum Investments in South Africa. Jeanette will give you a brief overview of what has been happening within the Momentum Investments business in the last year.
Hello everybody. Since our last think tank conference, a lot has changed, but we do still sit with many of the same challenges. Despite this, there's also been many success stories, and we have a clear strategy on how to move forward into the future to succeed. The COVID-19 pandemic was something that none of us could have ever imagined. More than that, one of the most challenging aspects was the level of uncertainty around the pandemic's duration, its long-lasting impacts, and its effect on investors' behavior. There's a powerful quote by author Helen Keller that says, "A bend in the road is not the end of the road, unless you fail to make the turn." Globally, March 2020 was significant. Markets all over the world crashed, and we saw huge amounts of flight to safety behavior from investors. Paul Miller, a New York-based CPA, explained that those that switched to cash and safer assets missed out on nearly 100% gain since March 2020. COVID-19 created one of the most significant and unprecedented bends in the road. Our views on markets and economies have shifted, and certain market trends have been accelerated. Perhaps the intense uncertainty that the world of investments has experienced may leave us feeling like we are driving this road in the dark. So how do we know a bend in the road is imminent? And how do we turn the corner to change direction? The answer lies in advice, guidance, and partnership. So let us take a moment to reflect on what I think was a bend in the road and how investors behaved because of this. At Momentum Investments, we were not immune to the challenges of the pandemic. I think we can all agree that the pandemic was more than a bend in the road. It was not anticipated, it was a sharp disruption, and it has lasted longer than many of us anticipated. Aside from the economic and financial effects, people went through personal hardships, losing loved ones and facing fear. Also, our investors' inherent behaviors were heightened by the chaos. In fact, Momentum Investments recently initiated a study in partnership with Oxford Risk in the UK and the Financial Planning Institute in South Africa. The main objective of the study was to examine whether there are human inconsistencies in the advice process. The report highlighted the fact that advisor recommendations vary significantly based on factors that shouldn't affect the advice process. This, of course, was even more prevalent during the pandemic, with certain advisors and investors making the wrong decisions based on short-term discomfort and emotions. Our study found that there are 5 investor archetypes: assertive, contrarian, market timer, anxious, and the avoider, who all exhibited different behaviors during the pandemic. The anxious archetype investors destroyed 41 million rand during the COVID-19 crisis. Market timer investors lost 23 million. Assertive and contrarian investors destroyed 20 million, and avoider investors lost 16 million. Our own client FinSight report has shown that many clients have the knowledge but not the understanding when it comes to handling their investments. For example, 77% of clients believe that most people should ignore daily market fluctuations. But despite this knowledge, we saw that in South Africa there was more than 1.5 billion rand switched just on our own platform between March and December 2020, and that there was 19.5% value destroyed per switch in August 2020. The point I'm trying to make is that the bend had different outcomes for different investors. Some investors fell off the tracks completely, while others were better off. These outcomes depend on the personality and the emotional state of the investor and can be significantly influenced by advice and the role of the advisor. Despite the challenging year we had, Momentum Investments had some great successes. So let us delve into why we were able to be successful. Despite probably the most challenging year our business has ever faced, Momentum Investment has produced exceptional results. We had an incredible record-breaking year. We had record-breaking new business flows and we had record profits. In fact, on all of our measures, we came in more than 100% over target and comparatives of the previous year. These results are the product of partnerships with our loyal advisors. And I want to say a very special thank you to every one of you, our financial advisors, for the growth and support on our local and our offshore platform and into our funds. We could never have done this without you. Our success is because of our loyal partners. These are incredible results, but like I always tell my team, never become complacent. We always need to anticipate future trends and what our clients would need in future. Just as I touched on earlier, the wrong financial advice can produce significantly different outcomes for clients. But with the right financial advice and a trusted partnership between client and advisor, bends in the road can be anticipated and our clients can still reach their final destination. So, as Momentum, how are we preparing for all our future bends in the road? The answer lies in our advice-led distribution strategy. So let me unpack what this means. Momentum Investments is embarking on an advice-led distribution strategy. Where we used to be narrowly focused on profitable products designed for advisors, we are now designing products, implementing processes, and enabling advisors, all with the end client in mind. All of these elements are aligned and measured against the advice journey of the client to their financial success. Essentially, we are breaking the chain or the disconnect to the end client. The best example of an advice-led business is one that puts well-researched investment products that offer great financial outcomes to clients into the hands of advisors and then digitally integrates this into their advice processes. The sweet spot is where product leadership, channel, and advice meet. Does this transformation cut out the advisor? Well, absolutely not. The advisor is the crucial vehicle or link to allow our clients to receive the right advice and reach their end destination. It is part of our mission to empower our advisors so that they can move away from managing money to managing clients. This means fulfilling the role of a coach and a partner for our joint clients. At the end of the day, wealth and investments are fundamentally woven into our emotions, and the need for the financial advisor is key, especially for clients with a more complex financial situation or more complex portfolios. Especially after the pandemic, we have learned the deep need for trust when it comes to someone's money. Money is not rational. There is someone's hopes and dreams tied up in their savings. They want to trust the advice they receive so that they can take that bend in the road, even if they feel they are driving in the dark. And this is why the advisor will always be critical on this journey. To prove this further, a survey conducted by PricewaterhouseCoopers found that 2/3 of clients feel that financial services companies have lost the human touch in their client interactions. In an industry with a foundation of building trust and providing financial security, it was found that there is serious work to be done to not allow client experience to fall behind. We are trying to fill this gap by being there for our clients on this journey and forming partnerships with our advisors. In order to anticipate and navigate bends in the road, we have to ensure the right financial advice is given. At Momentum Investments, our advice-led strategy will enable this. We want to be there for our clients on this journey to success. During any period of poor performance for investments, panic is normal. We are not trying to pretend that one should not feel this. However, we have a responsibility to assure our clients that this will be taken care of. The feeling is normal, but the behavior shouldn't change. And this is where the advisor comes in, to walk this road with their clients and to give advice suitable to that client. I often think of advice-led distribution encompassing 3 important aspects. Firstly, an evolution from advisor-led to advice-led, supported by digital transformation. It is important to equip our advisors with the digital capabilities that support their practices and enhance their clients' experiences. We know that the value of human interaction will never be lost, and advisors need to connect with our clients to build that relationship of trust. However, where there are elements of a practice that are time-consuming and do not add value to the advice journey, advisors need to complement their practices with those digital capabilities. This will improve client experience, consistency, and efficiency. Secondly, where previously product houses were almost separate in silos and their own centers of excellence, we have realized the importance of our entire value chain being connected, integrated, and motivated by one goal, our client success. And that brings me to the third point, maximizing the lifetime value of the client. At Momentum Investments, our strategic ambition is to be recognized as the trusted investment partner that pioneers personalized experiences through outcome-based solutions, mandates, and products for our clients and their advisors. Our clients will only reach their success if they are given the right financial advice with solutions suitable for their goals and their risk profiles. Advice is not a single event. Advice is a journey. It's like a driver with a GPS that guides them around the bends and helps them to stay on the right road to their success. And it is our responsibility to help our advisors and clients become empowered. This bend in the road is not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world, nor is it the end of favorable and profitable investing. It is merely a change of direction. Of course, there has been rapid acceleration of certain sectors. The drive for technology and digital adoption was definitely on its way before the pandemic, but this shift was forced to happen almost instantaneously. Businesses are beginning to adopt artificial intelligence, reinvent their supply chains to include digitalized processes, and are devoting more of their assets to technology. According to Wells Fargo Investment Institute, even from a consumer perspective, the proportion of consumers who spent between 50 and 100% of their monthly income on e-commerce before the pandemic was 24%. This number during the pandemic was almost 50%, which is basically double. This proves how lifestyles are shifting, and we need to meet our clients where they are. The technology, social media, and e-commerce industries are receiving a lot of focus. Even as an investment business, there is so much opportunity to leverage off if we invest in our business and the experience we offer our clients by using these capabilities. This kind of improvement is essential to the growth of our economy and our industry. And those firms that position and prepare themselves well will come out on top in the coming years. Beside the technical adjustments to our market outlooks, such as the increased importance of technology, the effect of fiscal and monetary policy on economies, and the viability of certain industries, There are many things that will change our day-to-day lives. Working from home, different perspectives about investing, and an increased emphasis placed on behavioral science and responsible investing. These are all very exciting shifts. Moving forward, we need to make peace with the fact that our world is ever changing. We need to be able to anticipate these turns in the road and be prepared for them. I think that our future will look quite different. Many companies will explore hybrid working models. In this remote environment, we must connect with our clients with more intention. Client experience is increasingly becoming one of the most important factors in our world. Even in a remote environment, we need to make sure that every touch point with a client leaves them with a positive experience and keeps them on that road to their desired destination. Also, we have seen that our clients need the right advice to stay the course, and our advisors need to be empowered and equipped to give this to them. This requires a partnership built on trust and connectedness. To close off, although the world is accelerating to virtual, we are also seeing a shift in the investment world to a deeper appreciation and need for human interaction and connectedness. Investing in a post-pandemic world requires a partnership between client and advisor to navigate bends in the road and uncertainty. The power of the right financial advice will make your success an unstoppable force. Thank you.